I'm sorry, I was muted. I didn't notice. LOL. Dante, Ryun, King Flame, Exhausted Axolotl, Cryocar, Kwong. Welcome. So happy to have you here, British Gamer, as well. Kwong, it's good to see you. It's been a while. My bad. 1 year older, 21 wishes higher. Hey. Yo, those wishes were really helpful. I'm not gonna lie. Let me turn down the music a smidge here in the game. I'm using my teapot for music. I'm going to test the 50-50, see if you get Dehya. Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, that's one thing. So, okay, I wanted to, before we jump into the game, I did want to talk a bit about my experiences. I took some notes. I did some damage testing. I watched some videos, unfortunately. Oh, man. Let me get Twitch chat here as well. Let me pop it out. So my experiences with Dehya so far have been very good. I've been doing testing with her, and I know a lot of people think that her utility is not useful. I've felt like it's pretty useful. I like her utility. I think that people expected her for some reason to replace healers and shielders entirely, and I think it's a little bit goofy. I don't understand that. And then also it seems like people expected her to do like hyper carry levels of DPS with a 4-second infusion window. And I also find that to be rather bizarre as well. Like, you know, here's the thing. When units come out, I've noticed this about content creators. And I'm not trying to talk crap. Like, I'm not trying to talk crap. I promise. But like, when a unit comes out, content creators try to build sort of like a lot of hyper carry teams around the unit. And they'll try a couple like utility teams. I've noticed some content creators are better than others about this, but a lot of content creators will try Xingqiu, Benny, you know, Mona, all of the hyper carry supports that they can. And when those don't work, they're like, they're a trash unit. Dehya is not a hyper carry. She's kind of like Raiden, where she provides a lot of utility, but then she has a short infusion window that you can use for the downtime between other units. So really, Dehya is kind of like really good for quick swap teams, I would say. Quick swap teams are where she really shines. And I've been having a lot of fun messing around with different ideas with her. Her skill has no ICD, so it vapes every hit. I know it's a little bit slow on the proc or whatever, but that makes it easy to keep up with elemental application. And here, I just want to share some damage numbers that I got with you guys. Let me pull these up. Okay, so let's see here. I'll try to keep it simple. Level 69. So now here's the thing. I did get C1, and I know C1 does buff up her scaling and give her a damage boost. I don't think anyone can tell me the exact amount of damage increase from the C1. I'm curious to know how much of a damage increase it is. I would be willing to bet it's probably at most 25%. Did you know when you jump using Dehya's burst, it cancels it? I heard about that, but I don't know why you would jump is the thing. I mean, maybe that's a bug. I don't know. It's like people, it's not a big deal. Just finished the new Dane quest. Okay, nice. Just thank you for not spoiling anything. But yes, also reminders, no spoilers. I haven't done the new Archon quest yet. For any newcomers or anyone who hasn't joined the Discord, yes, it's there. Thank you, Exhausted Axolotl. We have the Discord link in there in chat. Thanks to Axolotl. And yeah, anyway, the skill at level 69, LOL, C1. This is talent level 1 with 55 crit rate, 133 crit damage, 281 EM. I'm hitting, I was hitting, sorry, 7,486 damage with a vape on the skill and about 10,000 on a melt. And then for the burst, I was hitting about 13,000 on the vape, 17,000 on the melt. Now I am, let's see here. My last damage test was at level 79, skill level 5, burst level 6. And now this is all 4-piece tenacity, by the way. Still the same stats. And I went up to 10,000 damage on the vape on the skill and 13,000 damage on the melt on the skill. And now I'm hitting 19,000 damage on the burst vape and 22,000 on the burst melt. what I've noticed, and this is consistent in my testing, her raw damage, except for in her burst, her raw damage is okay as long as you've got buffs going. Like, oh, all of this is unbuffed, by the way. I forgot to mention that. All of this is no buffs, no VV, nothing. It's like just her damage with her stats. So that's my raw, basically, I guess, raw damage testing with some reactions in there. I've noticed that because of how you're building Dehya most of the time, she has a lot of attack built into her kit. Or sorry, she has a lot of HP built into her kit, and then her weapon will usually give her a lot of attack. Like I'm running Wolf's Gravestone, and I've noticed a lot of people running Wolf's Gravestone. That will stack you so much on attack that between her Ascension passive, having HP, some HP substats, attack substats, like you already have a ton of stats, and the kind of supports that you want for Dehya are like Mona or anything that does raw damage boosting. That's really valuable for Dehya, because she can end up with a lot of high stats, but you want to get those damage boosts to really crank up her damage. I'm seeing C0. Okay, so from the videos I've seen at C0, I think this was R1 as well. I do think this was R1. But at C0, R1, people are hitting about 30,000 damage-ish. Like up, you know, there's a range there on the regular non-react punches, and then between 90 to 120,000 on the reaction punches on the burst, which is pretty good at C0. You have to jump if you're frozen. That's the problem many people are reporting. Oh yeah, because being frozen, you have to smash the space button. Okay, yeah, I could see that being an issue. They'll have to. I'm sure that'll get worked out. I'm doing it on the weekends. Nice. Hey Bloom, good to see you. People were playing Abyss and got frozen and had to jump. Okay, so that's what it was. I did Abyss last night. I didn't use Dehya in it because she's not strong enough yet. I slow build my units because I like to watch their growth and see how the scaling progresses, and like helps me with stat balancing. Because sometimes when you just slap an artifact set on a unit when they're already max level, it's just kind of hard to see how the scaling and stat balancing is affecting them when you're it's easier when you're building them up from scratch. Oh, that's probably an oversight because on mobile you get a pop-up to tap instead of jumping. That's right. I think on screen, even on the PC version, I think what you can do is hold Alt and spam click the symbol that pops up. I don't think you have to jump. I may be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure, you know how you hold Alt to bring up your cursor and you get a little pop-up when you're frozen? I think you can spam click that instead of jumping. So that might be a temporary workaround. I mean, that is kind of annoying, but you know, I don't know. We'll actually probably get compensation for that. If they have it in Abyss, I know they have those enemies that freeze you in Abyss. So that seems like that's worthwhile for compensation. We'll probably get some Primo gems. Apollo gems. I got C6 Tomo, so if I want a Burgeon team, I'll probably go with him instead. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think I actually. Okay, so here's the thing. For my testing, I think her strongest teams, Dehya, are Vape and Melt. You want to Vape and Melt. You don't want to do Mono Pyro. You don't want to do anything. You want to Vape and Melt. She's like, she wants those reactions because Dehya's raw damage is it's okay. You know, but her reaction damage is quite significantly better. And I actually, what I've noticed from a lot of build guides with Dehya, people are building up heavy on the attack. I just noticed I'm missing a piercing. Hold on. People are building up heavy on the attack and the HP. Make sure you build, especially if you're running a reaction comp, you build up some elemental mastery with her. I think that Dehya needs at least 100, 200 elemental mastery because her reaction scaling is quite good. Especially with the no ICD issues with her skill. I still don't see why she doesn't work with yellow if it's unnecessary. It's because she does burst damage. So anything that buffs burst damage buffs Dehya. Anything that buffs normal attack damage is not going to buff her damage. It's like Raiden. Raiden is the same way. Raiden doesn't get buffed by normal attack damage buffs. She gets buffed by burst damage buffs. So there's basically two different Soar Crab. Hey Milo, that's a good one. There are two different kinds of, you know, burst DPS people that convert their normal attack, and you know, it's just different depending on the unit. But it actually means, so Dehya works really well with Mona Dehya works better with Mona than she does. Oh, sorry, Mona works better than with Dehya than she does with any other pyro unit. Mona and Dehya together are glorious. With my crappy Dehya that I have, Lei took his Mona and we went into the Raiden domain, and I was hitting pretty good damage numbers with Mona's burst up. And also because Dehya's burst window is so short, you can get all your damage into Mona's burst window as well, which is pretty nice. Flow in yellow is a vibe. Yeah. But she wouldn't be broken if they made it work. I mean, no, but here's the thing. Like, people said the same thing about Raiden, but at the end of the day, we don't want every unit to rely on Xingqiu Yelan. That's so boring and lazy. And you're also already using Xingqiu Yelan Benny in so many teams. Why do you want units that depend on those? Hey, Wiz, good to see you on the Twitch. Why do you want units that depend on those units more? I don't want that. I like Dehya being good with quick swap because here, okay. Let me pop into the game because now it'll be useful to have the game up. So this is the team that I've been using a lot. And now I'm probably going to mess around with things and change things around and stuff. Like right now I have Rosaria in here because I need the crit buffing because my artifacts are poo. Radica, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Definitely been a while, but yeah, hope you're well. Dehya does really well in quick swap teams, like fantastic in quick swap teams. And Jean is a great healer for teams with Dehya because, okay, Dehya's damage reduction is significant enough that you almost don't need Jean's burst most of the time, but occasionally you do. So you can use Jean's burst more sparingly. You don't need as much energy recharge on your Jean. So you can focus a little more on damage with her and stuff. Now my Jean's build is really poo-poo garbage. So like, well, her build isn't, like her talents aren't, but her artifacts right now are just really sad. It's been a long time since I farmed for VV. So yeah, a separate mini chat for Twitch. Yeah, we have a chat for Twitch. Make a full DPS Chi-Chi. Actually, what you can do with Chi-Chi, here, let me get out a teapot. And also let me get my headphones on and let me turn on my game volume. And anyway, if you're enjoying the stream, just a couple housekeeping things. I've got my Twitch pinned in the YouTube chat and YouTube pinned in the Twitch chat. I've got the Discord in the description of the YouTube stream. And yeah, you're more than welcome to join. And also, please like the stream. That would help me out a whole bunch. It would mean a lot to me and stuff. So, oh, please, no, stop. No. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so this is the team that I've been enjoying. It's pretty nice because it's quick swap and you get a lot of reactions going off. Did I just get her? I got her last night. So I've had Dehya for like 12 hours. No, wait. I guess almost 22 hours. I can't do time. I have a horrible perception of time. So that's a thing. But yes, it's been like a day. I stayed up all night last night testing her. And yeah, I pretty much just spent a long time sharing my thoughts. I want to spend this stream working on her a little bit. Like I need to farm these headbands. These headbands are the only thing stopping me from max ascending her. I want to farm primo gems because I want to keep trying for her weapon. Her weapon looks pretty good. I like it. I like that it helps with the crit balancing. That would help me out a lot. Is she good? If you okay, I just talked about this a lot. I think a lot of people expected her with a 4-second infusion. I mean, obviously it goes up to like 5 seconds with hit lag or something, but this is 4 seconds. She's not a hyper carry. I see a lot of people building teams around Dehya as the main DPS. And that's like building a that's like building a team around Albedo as a main DPS. That's like building a team around Raiden as a main DPS, which does work. And it actually surprisingly does work with Dehya as well. It's just not as good as like a Hu Tao, because Hu Tao is literally a hyper carry. All she does is damage. Hu Tao does not bring anything to your team. She provides nothing except, doesn't she provide a little bit of crit rate? Yeah, she provides a little bit of crit rate. But other than that, she doesn't do anything other than damage. Dehya provides a lot more off-field utility, a lot more defensive utility. She has her elemental application. I actually kind of like it. It's not out of control fast, but it's really consistent. I will say that I think that at C0, she's pretty good, but it's a little bit annoying with her skill cooldown. My biggest complaint about C0 is that the way that you should do her rotations, okay. The duration is 12 seconds. The cooldown is 20 seconds. Everyone says that's 8 seconds cooldown. What you can do, she can also die off field. Well, she has this passive that causes her to heal. So yeah, everyone, I mean, yeah. But also she has a thing that reduces her damage that she takes. And also you should be running like a healer. Good free-to-play team recommendations for British Gamer on Twitch. Nice. For Dehya, I'll get to that. Let me finish what I'm talking about first. Okay. It's important. So at C0, you have this 12-second duration, 20-second cooldown. What you do is you place her field, and then you immediately burst. And then her burst is going to last about 4 or 5 seconds, maybe 6 seconds with the animation time. I haven't counted frames or anything on it, but you get about 5-6 seconds of delay on your field so that you drop your field back down. And yeah, it basically fixes this downtime issue, but it forces you to do skill and burst, you know, and then you can use her skill again after the burst at some point if you want. But that's what I would recommend for a C0 rotation. And then, yeah. So let's see here. Free-to-play teams. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't finish my thought. At C2 fixes that. So at C2, you no longer have that restriction in your rotation. I guess I should move the chats a little bit so that you guys can actually see what it says. Yeah, once you get C2, you get an extra 6 seconds. So you no longer have to use her burst to delay the field. You know what I mean? You can just use double skill instead. And then her C1 is like a damage boost. Just like pretty much raw damage, some extra scaling. It's like having Jade Cutter equipped on her, basically. So that's probably, see, I want to see people, I want someone to do the damage calcs on this. I immediately activated the C1, and maybe I should have waited until I built her up a bit. That way I could see the actual damage increase. I feel like it's probably about 15-20%, maybe at most 25-30%. Just do what I do and make a DPS albedo. Oh my gosh, I just saw that. Dehya is good for C6 Bennett. What do you think? I think they do synergize really well together, C6 Bennett and her. The issue that I see with Bennett is that you don't really need attack buffing on her. I mean, it does help. It does help. But like, for instance, I have Wolf's Gravestone on her, and I'm using Tenacity, and I have a Noblesse user. So I'm already getting 20%, 20%, you know, 49%, 20%, 40%, to the point where I'm actually running an Elemental Mastery Sands on my Dehya, because I just have I'm overstacking on attack. You know what I mean? I think EM is actually at that point more important, because her reaction damage potential is way better than her raw damage potential. Yeah. Hoyo must be swimming with money that they don't care how much this current summon pool will do sales wise. I mean, I don't know about that. She's a standard unit, so they probably assume that people will get constellations more consistently for her over time, which is true. Yeah, I guess people, you know, I just think people had the wrong expectations for her as a unit. I think people expect her to do as much damage as a hyper carry. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand that. I'm sorry. I just think that that's really kind of goofy. And like when Kokomi came out or Kuki came out, like, these characters provide a lot of utility, and maybe people don't see the potential at first, but they actually are really good. Candace, Hydro Infusion, Dehya, NA are kind of goofy team build, but it sounds worse. Well, okay, so that is something that I've tried out with this. But Candace, the infusion is cool and all, but it's really about her. I actually just got her C6 like last night. I did a single pull on the weapon banner. I got Candace C6. So her C6 plus when you do the swapping, when you activate her burst and you swap in a quick swap team, it's really nice. Like Candace has actually got a lot of hydro application if you play her in a quick swap team. If you're doing a normal attack or charge attack carry, then you kind of need, let's see here, is this only normal attacks? Okay, so if you have a normal attack carry, then her C6 can work for a hyper carry. But generally speaking, below C6, you want Candace in a quick swap team because you want to be able to activate her wave damage, which is really nice actually, because every time you swap teams, every time you swap units, it sets up a reaction. So like I apply Hydro, and then when I have her burst up, when I swap to Rosaria, it reapplies that Hydro right before I apply my Cryo. So it kind of, it helps extend the freezes and stuff like that. Also, I got the staff for Sino, but I'm not gonna lie, I like it better on Candace. Like, I run my Sino in a Hyper Bloom team, so Katane Cross Spear is just fantastic for him, and the energy regeneration is wonderful. I'm sorry, I keep freaking clear my throat, but I tried out this spear on Sino, and it kind of messed with my rotations a little bit on my team, and I didn't like it. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep using Katane Cross Spear on him, and I'm gonna give the spear to Candace because I think it'll make a bigger difference on Candace than it will for Sino. I feel like people will think that she is meant to be a DPS, but then notice she isn't made for a DPS. If you build her correctly, then she could be a DPS. Yeah, that's what I've kind of seen, is that you can, I mean, that's the thing about Genshin, you know, you can build every unit to be a DPS, but that's like, that's the kind of issue that I think people run into, is then they might think because she has an infusion window, she has to be a DPS. It's like, no, if you're doing a 20-second rotation, 4 seconds is not a hyper carry. That's not very selfish. You know what I mean? She doesn't take a ton of field time, which I kind of like. Like, Dehya gets on the field, she does her stuff, and then she gets the heck off. Like, I love that. Like, I think it feels really satisfying. It's kind of like if anyone plays Tignari. I think Tignari feels really satisfying because instead of being on the field for a long time, doing a bunch of charge attacks or whatever, like Tignari just pops on the field and he's just like, blah, 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 blah. And it feels like the same thing with Dehya. You just pop on the field, you like beat the crap out of the enemies real quick, you're kicking them in the face, and you jump out. I say Baizu will fix Sino. What do you think? I think any Dendro application has the chance to fix Sino, so to speak. I think Sino does suffer from a lack of really good support. Like, I have a lot of issues with wave-based combat playing Nahida with Sino because Nahida's mark has to be reapplied on field, and obviously that interrupts your hyper. Look at this guy sprinting around. He's freaking hauling it, dude. He's going hard. It's leg day today. Anyway, yeah, so like in wave-based content, Dendro Traveler actually ends up being better than Nahida in a lot of fashions, a lot of ways. And that just is kind of frustrating for Sino because he has so much field time. It's almost like he has too much field time. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think Kava as well. I might be saying Kava. I might be saying his name wrong, but yeah, he also has the potential to do really well. Thoughts on Inazuma craftable on Dehya? Yeah, see, I did think about that. So here's a couple thoughts that I thought about. You know how I mentioned that there's like this rotation restriction where it's like if you don't have C2, then you have to do skill and burst to delay the duration of your, like, you basically pseudo, it's like pseudo 100% uptime. I don't know what to call it. It's new. It's like a new thing they're trying where it's like it pauses the duration. That's what it pauses the duration of the field for about 6 seconds because it's not active when you're in your burst, but she's just like holding on to it or whatever. Also, I think Let me check here. Okay. I did want to check this. All right. So if you do what I'm talking about, where you do skill burst, it'll activate her gold forged form state. Normally you have to double tap the skill to activate the gold forged form state. That is so hard to say. Man, they love these freaking tongue twisters. It's crazy. But yeah, you do skill and then you do burst. It helps the downtime. It also activates that gold forged form state. And then, like I mentioned, you can use that secondary attack, the secondary skill press to move the field again if you need to, or just for some extra damage. I think DMC is better with Sino. Yeah, he's pretty good with him. Or she. But the problem is Sino's gameplay and moving are crazy. Yeah, exactly. That's the issue with Sino right now is circle impact. You either have circle impact or you have Nahida impact, which is almost worse in wave-based content. It is worse in wave-based content because Nahida and wave-based content is really frustrating. I mean, she's fantastic every other way, but yeah, so unfortunately, this weapon is not leveled up very much. I'm going to have to farm these things, but I've been dumping my resin into Dehya instead. So obviously that's not been happening. But since I got her to 6 talent level, I'm about to get her max ascended. I'm going to need to get her a better artifact set for sure. Like this, I actually do like tenacity on her a lot. I really like it because you get the HP and the attack, and especially at C1, it's good. I think, I don't know. You can run Emblem, but it brings her skill damage down significantly in exchange for more burst damage, which is, I don't know. One thing I did want to talk about with Dehya though, and I'm going to try to showcase this real quick. Oh, I forgot to talk about weapons. I'm sorry. I got so distracted because I talked about the rotation thing. Okay. You guys got to keep me on track sometimes. Okay. You can use sacrificial for her. The issue I think about it with sacrificial is I haven't tested it, but I think the way her skill works, like when you place down the field, you get a second version of her skill that you can use. So if you want to use sacrificial greatsword, I don't know if it resets. I don't know how it works. It's just kind of weird because she has technically 2 forms of her skill and it only goes into cooldown after the second press. So I don't know if after the second press, it resets to the first version with sac greatsword. I guess we can try it. Let's try it. The AoE on her punches is crazy, by the way. Her punches do damage literally behind her, and also it goes in front of her. It pierces enemies. It's pretty nutty. All right, so let's try this out. We need you coming down here, buddy? No. Okay, so I've got it up. I don't know. Let's just try it. Let's just tap. Oh, it does work. Yeah, I have it again. Wow, so you can just run. Huh. Let's get it on. Holy crap. Yeah, but you see, her raw damage is not great. Like, her raw damage is not what you want to go for. You want to be vaping or melting her hits. That was really funny. I'm gonna leave it on for a minute just to play with it because it's kind of funny. I'm still getting used to the rotations. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here with it. Quick swap teams are freaking confusing when you're trying to figure out the rotations. I mean, ideally, I'll do Candace, I'll do Rosaria, I pop Dehya, and then I burst. And then... Well... Yeah, I would want a Candace burst before I Dehya burst, even though Sac Greatsword not bad. Sac Greatsword is pretty great. If you okay, you that whole thing I was talking about at C0 where you have downtime issues, if you don't want to have those issues, then you should use Sac Greatsword, because it's just like I no longer have to think about rotations. Like, it just doesn't matter anymore. Oh, are you still alive? I'm just hunting Eremites, by the way, for anyone that's joined, because I desperately need headbands. Yeah, I guess we can use the adventure guide. I usually memorize the maps so that I can do efficient farming. But I have not memorized Sumeru. Sumeru's topography is rather confusing. Rosaria is your favorite unit. She's great. She's actually really good with Dehya too, especially because my artifacts are poo-poo and I need the crit buffing. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day, good night, whatever. I know I've been seeing a lot of negativity, and I've been seeing a lot of people freaking out about this and that, and that's par for the course, guys. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna feed into the hyperbole. I'm not gonna feed in to the doom posting. I'm gonna be frank with you. I think it's excessive. I think that she's fine. It's just that her kit's a little bit unique and confusing, kind of like Raiden. And I think after a little bit, people are gonna have a lot more appreciation for what's possible. Can I not be on this? There we go. Oh, hi. What is that? Guy's head got stuck in the wall. Hi, come on. Also, I want you guys to know that I fully expect this game to get enemies that hit ridiculously hard in the next few regions, like in Fontaine and Natlan. I know we have a lot of these small enemies here in Sumeru, but here's been the theme. Every time we go to a different region, they tend to focus on a different kind of, like, they try to focus on countering a specific kind of thing. So like when we went to Inazuma, we stopped getting a lot of smaller enemies and we started getting a lot of like CC immune enemies. Like that was a thing that they did in Inazuma, as it kind of countered a lot of Animo CC, which they then nerfed. Actually, it used to be worse. Enemies used to be pretty much all enemies in Sumeru, or not Sumeru, Inazuma used to be immune to CC, and now they've nerfed that slightly. But anyway, when we got to Sumeru, they decided to essentially focus on bringing in more swarms of smaller enemies, like all the fungi and stuff, you know. She's just running. All right, let's try burst. That was awkward. Yeah, Sac Greatsword makes her a lot more comfy, for sure. Like, definitely, if you don't have C2 and you don't want to think too hard about it, I would recommend Sac Greatsword on her. It's not so great for the damage. It does nuke your damage down quite a bit, but not as much as I thought, actually. That's kind of an interesting thing about Dehya. Also, it'll be really good for her energy generation. It'll be fantastic for, I mean, it gives a little bit of ER. I wonder how much damage I lose, because I'm already stacked so much on attack. I don't know. I'd have to do specific damage testing, to be honest. If you want to force Dehya to vape, you need Mona, Kokomi, Ayato. Yeah, Ayato works well. Mona works fantastic, and so does Kokomi. I've just been messing around with this team. Test her in Abyss and then maybe do an assessment. Kwong, I gotta... Look, guys. My Dehya is not fully built. Like, of course she's not gonna freaking perform well in the Abyss. She has freaking 130 crit damage, dude. Like, come on now. I'm sorry. I gotta say, guys, I'm freaking sick of it. Look, when a unit comes out, in my opinion, it's kind of like a little celebration of all the work and effort that goes into designing these units and everything that they are. And I just think it's so frustrating that everyone just wants to constantly shit on these new characters. And they just, anyone that seems to be having fun, it's like you want to come poop on my day. And it's like, I'll be honest, like, if you want to come in here and be negative about Dehya, just leave, please. Just leave, please. I would rather you not watch. I would rather you not be here or not commenting, because, like, I'm sick of it. When Kokomi came out, she was the worst. She was trash. She was ultra garbage. When so many of these units came out, people said that they were just absolute garbo trash, and they were wrong. And I'm just sick. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. If you don't think she's good, come back to me in a couple months when people have actually figured out how to build, play, and use Dehya properly. I thought Candace burst can infuse her with Hydro, but it doesn't work in her burst state. Well, no, because her burst state is not auto attack damage. It's burst damage. Why are people so confused about that? It's burst damage. It's like Raiden. She's exactly like Raiden in a lot of ways. Like, she's like a Raiden style unit. You want to use Mona. You want to use Akamaru. You want to use burst damage buffing. Emblem if you want to get her burst damage really high. We're finally getting Baizu. I think he's the last character from early game getting released, unless you count Senora. I'm not going to count Senora. And you're right. I think that's really exciting. I think that's good for a lot of people, because there have been a lot of people waiting for Baizu. And I mean, I don't even know how many of those people are left, for being frank, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh, Jesus. I forgot about Rosaria kind of just blasting her stuff.
You're exposed.
They thought Kokomi is trash because of negative 100% crit rate, so short-sighted. Yeah, because they came out and they were like, look, this is how brain dead some of these people are. I'm sorry, but when Kokomi came out, they were like, oh, she's not a DPS. She's a healer. Let me build an entire team around her as a healer, as a DPS. And surprisingly, it works, because she's actually a driver with her burst. Her burst turns her into a driver, which is a thing people seem to not understand. But the issue is that she's not a DPS. She's not a main DPS. She's not a hyper carry. And I don't understand why everyone does this. Every single character that comes out, they're like, oh, is this character a hyper carry? No, they're garbage. You remember when Tignari was released and people said that he was pretty much useless because he doesn't take up a lot of field time and he just like goes bap, bap, bap and does his charge attack? Well, actually, Tignari is one of the best units for speedrunning right now. He is #1 in speedrunning with the Abyss right now. He does some of the top highest DPS in the entire game. Who are your 3 favorite Genshin characters? Honestly, just curious. Oh yeah, no, it's Kazuha, Shenhe, and Tignari. Top 3 right there. I really like Dehya. I don't know. It's hard to pick between Dehya and Tignari, to be honest. I don't know. There's a lot of good characters. I also really like Beidou. Beidou is a fantastic character. She was my first character that I put a lot of investment into and stuff. Although right now her artifacts are kind of sad, but that's okay.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
But yeah. I never heard of Tignari Backlash. I love his playstyle. I mean, anyways. Yeah, I love Tignari. I thought he was great on release. Hoyo also likes to release units and then present things that make them better in the following patches like they did with Kuki. Exactly. One thing I wanted to talk about, these new consecrated beasts, I was kind of behind the curve on this. I didn't pay attention to those getting added to the game. Those consecrated beasts are like Dark Souls enemies, guys. They hit like freaking trucks. And yeah, it's pretty nuts. All right. Anyway, I got super distracted. I can't handle much more negativity, guys. Like normally it's fine. It's fine. But you know, Dehya is for anti-shield mechanic. I think Dehya is designed for damage mitigation because these consecrated beasts hit like insane amounts of damage. And so you need damage mitigation to make that not Dark Souls levels of scary. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's like playing Dark Souls. You get hit once, and it's like your unit is dead. It's like... It's pretty hardcore. Especially for these squishy units like Tignari, Ganyu. And also, like, once we move from Fontaine into Natlin... Jesus. I probably should have jumped right there so I could have canceled her burst. I got kind of stuck in it right there. So yeah, they'll probably, I wonder what they'll patch that, right? So I wonder how that'll work with her duration. It'll probably probably won't, you know, stall her duration or anything. So still probably not smart to jump even after they fix it. But if you get frozen, I guess it'll fix that issue at least, which is good. Where are they at? Oh, okay. Speaking of favorite character, what is your favorite character design from each region? For Sumeru, it's definitely Dehya. For Inazuma, it's Kazuha. For Liyue, it's Shenhe. From Mondstadt, it's Albedo. Although for Inazuma, I do have to say that Sara is a very close second with Kazuha. I think Sara's design is, oh, it's really good. You're getting sick of this game? Oh, I was just barely too late to press her skill. I wanted to get the slam. The slam! The jam! Enemies with anti-shield mechanics? Yeah, like doing just a buttload of damage, right? That's anti-shield, I guess. I do wonder how, like, different shielders stack up to the consecrated beasts, because technically I think Noelle should have the strongest shield in the game, because if it's based on the amount of damage they're doing is just so high, that having defense will be like a straight reduction in that damage, you know what I mean? So yeah. Not a lot of guys down here.
Looking for trouble? Lucky today.
Follow me.
Just following orders.
Yes, following orders. Yes. That dude's just staring at the wall. He's like, yes, definitely a wall. That's good stuff.
That's close enough. Law of the jungle.
Too easy. Judgment.
I'll be back.
Oh.
Pin them down.
Not the fungi.
Is that all you've got?
No.
Let's end this now.
Hear my prayer. Punishment.
Oh, I meant to hit her skill button first.
Buckle up.
We'll meet again.
He chased the bad guys away for you. All right. Did I get enough to level? Probably not. Ara ara. Ara 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 nara. Blah blah blah. It looks like a dried flower, but what? Oh. Hey, Nat. Good to see you. It's funny sometimes how the enemies say they're a certain level, but still act as if they're level 20. Yeah. Only they became harder and lived up to level. Yeah, the enemies are a little bit slow in Genshin. They're not all. They're not, it's not like, you know, it's not really like a Souls game where they're super intense. Some of them are a little more intense than others, though, for sure. Some of these new Aramite enemies are pretty but also it's also because like they throw multiple enemies at you at the same time. So when you're fighting one of those enemies and they're just like a pseudo boss, you know, it's just for story reasons. Have I done the Archon quest? No, I'm so behind on world quests. I need to finish the world quest first. I can't do this. Like, I can't do Archon quests that are ahead of where I am with the world quests. It destroys my brain. So I'm going to, yeah. I got to do the Sumeru quests, and then I got to do all the desert quests. Nice. Anyway, Farazan build. That's what I was saying. Okay. Here, let me show you the team too, because it's kind of important. Oh, where is it? There it is. God, I get so confused with my freaking. Now they added so many team slots that now it's actually confusing. Like, which team is where again? I don't remember. So this is her build. What's crazy? I have 188% energy recharge, and that's plenty. I don't understand. I use harp on her. I don't understand why people are so. Well, it's because they don't like to do the charge shot, but yeah, she gets her burst back every rotation. Before C6, I had it at 220. Before C6, I had her at 220. But yeah, I run her with Yaimiko, Kokomi. So I do this, I do that, I do that, I do a charge shot, I burst, then maybe do another charge shot, and then I go into Hazo and I just start flapping, kicking the crap out of everybody. I see the artifacts again? Oh sure. I mean, they're nothing special. It's 4-piece VV, HP or attack. I'm running an ER Sans. Yeah, just nothing crazy, you know. They're okay. They're not exceptional. None of my artifacts are ever really like exceptionally good. That's the kind of the issue with being like a content creator who doesn't wail on resin. Like you're welcome. Since I don't wail on resin, I have to settle for, like, I can't hyper invest in every unit. It's just not feasible. Instead, I can do like decent builds for a lot of units. You know what I mean? And then I can over time pick units and start maximizing and bringing up to their full potential. But since I generally try to keep up with the releases, which is a little bit, you know, I feel less pressured now since I'm doing a lot more variety content. So I definitely don't feel as pressured to
I'm always watching.
gimme. Yeah, I guess I should try something else. Kind of bored with what I'm doing there. What can I do? Ayato would be fun with her. Mona is fun with her, I heard. I guess I'll try that out. Mona. Let's try double hydro.
This is how it must be.
And should I use Kazuha or? Guess I could use Kazuha.
Want me to come along?
There we go. I'm not sure what order I'm going to be doing all of this in. Rotations are going to be confusing. Or Kaya and Rosaria for full melt team, maybe? You're right. I wonder. I haven't. Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't done any testing on VV to see how much it amps her vape potential. So I'm kind of curious, but let me test it out a bit and see. Let me make sure Mona has actual stuff on her. Okie dokie. I did throw together some stuff for Mona. Imagine they make a Regis Vine Symphony event. Well, I hate the Regis Vines. I don't like fighting them. Do you think they will release a Dendro Regis Vine? A Hydro Flower would be cool, but doubt that would actually happen. I can't say. I really can't say, to be totally frank with you. Yeah, I don't know. So a thing about humans that is kind of interesting is people are really bad at predictions. Like in general, humans are terrible at predicting the future, and you can prove this quite simply by pointing to the past and being like, would you have expected the present? Not pointing to the present. Oh my god, I can't speak. Pointing to the present, and then if you were talking to your past self, would you believe what is going on and stuff? And the answer is probably no. You wouldn't believe what is going on. You wouldn't have expected the state of things today 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. And so I don't really try to look into the future too much. I don't try to be some kind of elite super predictor of predictions or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like maybe I don't need the double hydro, but if I swap Kokomi out, then it has to be a healer. But I could swap Mona out, but then I lose the damage ramping. Ooh, excuse me. Let's try without Mona. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mona.
We're done.
I'm sorry. I need the crit buffing. Let's try without double hydro though, because I think it'll help my rotations. Okay. When a cryo catalyst comes out, nothing will stop me from using them and melt. I will wait the day. That's how sci-fi is never really predicting the future. It's always taking current fears and exaggerating them. Yeah. I think they would because they released a Dendro Cube and Electrify. It's definitely possible. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's definitely possible. And in future regions, they're going to need more Dendro enemies. Like when they release a Dendro unit in Natland, they're probably not going to have us fight the Dendro stuffs. You know, in Sumeru, it's probably going to be like some new Dendro boss in Natlan. So we can expect stuff like that. I just have no. I'm just not personally going to have any strong predictions about that, to be frank.
You can't
Hmm.
run.
Oh my gosh! Please, what are you, bro?
Your mommy teach you that?
Your mommy teach you that? That's kind of funny. Hey Joshua, good to see you. Hope you've been well.
Time to go.
Doing good. Nice. Nice. I'm still awaiting a bigger version of the animo fungi because the potential is there. Quite potentially. Quite potentially. So curious what Sumeru's first Geo character will be like too. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if we're gonna get one. I wonder if maybe we won't get one till Fontaine, because Fontaine Geo with like advanced technology kind of seems like a lot of cool possibilities. But I don't know. Have we seen? We haven't even seen any characters in so far in Sumeru that have. All I'm saying is I want Rana banner now. Right, meow. Yeah, I like Freeze because I don't want her to throw enemies around. I don't want her to throw enemies around her AoE. So I kind of like the Freeze in general. I think that's kind of fun. I think doing like her as the sole pyro unit and a Freeze team to melt, do interrupt resistance, all that kind of stuff is pretty good, because her pyro application isn't so overwhelming. You can keep the enemies frozen with her in the team. You don't lose your Freeze at that much. I mean, you do, but as long as you have decent elemental application, you should be getting it back. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't updated my game yet, but is there anything new like bosses, land, or events? I don't think there's anything currently going on. I know there's obviously events planned for the stuff. I mean, there's new quests. I still haven't even explored this area yet, so I mean, I haven't done. I'm so far behind on like world quests and stuff. So yeah, my idea is more of a carry. No, I don't think so. I haven't been really. I've been building her more as like a quick swap utility DPS combo. More of like a balanced build. I'm not doing the full support build because I think full support builds are cringe. And I'm not doing a hyper carry build because I don't think that she's meant to fill that role. I think she's like, kind of like I said earlier, I think she's sort of like Raiden. She provides utility with her skill, and she provides a short damage window with her burst that you can use for downtime for other people. So like I really view her burst as more of like, you know, in a 20-second rotation, 5 seconds is only 20% of your, or 25% of your rotation. So, you know, like you still have plenty of time to do other stuff and bring other units in. And so I kind of like that. I kind of like that she's not selfish like a DPS. I like that she can be slotted into a variety of teams, and that adds more to her team building potential. But I understand that people are frustrated that she's not just like a DPS. Like I get that. It's just I just have to disagree with it, you know. I see I'm on a support build. That's funny. Is it worth doing? I mean, I feel like if you're gonna do a support build, like her support capabilities barely improve by going full HP. I feel like it would benefit you more to have the bit of damage that you're going to be getting. You know what I mean? But that's just me personally. I don't know. I just don't like raw support builds. Nothing against it, I guess, if you're going to do it. Like, it's like the same thing with Zhongli. Like, I don't like full HP shield builds with Zhongli. I just don't like it. You're on HP crit on Favonius? Oh, okay. Well, at least you're running the crit hat. But, how much HP do you have? I'm curious. I'm curious about your stat-a-roonies, because I haven't seen HP build Dehya, like what she's at stat-wise. Hello, friendos. Yeah, I don't know. The rotations with her stuff is kind of weird. I'm trying to figure it out because, like, when you place down the skill, it's not like Albedo. Well, maybe it is actually. I gotta do a test real quick. I gotta find an enemy. With Albedo, when you, what the heck? There's ore in there. With Albedo, when you put down his skill, if you hit an enemy immediately after placing his skill, it'll do damage. I think what they did for Dehya is they gave her the 2.5 second cooldown after placing her skill, but I'm not sure. I have to look. Where are these? Oh. Its hits are much slower than his skill hits, I think. I don't know what is his actual 2 seconds. Hers is 2.5. It's half a second longer. Right? Where is it? Where does it say that? 2.5 seconds. Yeah. So, you know, actually what's funny is that you can do, Dehya opens up some AFK team options. You can do like an AFK melt team with Ayato, Ganyu, Dehya, and Albedo. AFK freeze melt shatter team. Heck yeah. Or like you could toss in Yai Miko and have like an AFK overload team.
You can't run. Buckle up.
Not that I think that that's fun or engaging, but you can do it. I'm really hoping that I get Dehya's C2 sometime soon, though. I like the idea of not having to give a crap about her rotations as much. See, like right now I'm taking the red main damage. Now it's gone. Remserp, thank you so much for the membership. That's awesome. You are very appreciated.
Uphill battle. Hold the line.
Yeah, well, I think the different... Okay, let me do the test real quick. So I pop it up, right? And then I hit. Oh, wait. It seems like it does the same thing as Albedo's. So when you place Albedo's skill... Ah, crap. I keep hitting them too slow. Give me a second. What I'm trying to think of doing... Okay, so with Albedo, like I keep trying to say, you place his skill and you can hit an enemy and it'll immediately do his skill thing. You don't have to wait the cooldown because when you place the skill, it doesn't count as hitting an enemy with the skill proc. So with Dehya, potentially what you could do is you could... Let me test it. Let me test it. I don't want to say anything yet. I'm thinking of a kind of a sick skill combo that you could do, which would get even better with Sacrificial Greatsword, and potentially actually be a damage increase for if you can find a rotation that works for it. Okay, so I'm just gonna place that down and hit him, and then do that, and hit him. Okay, there is the cooldown. There is the cooldown. You do have to wait it. Okay. Okay.
Rest, rebuild. You can't run.
Never mind that.
Lights out.
Gloves off.
Please tell me I have enough. I'll go craft them. I'm sick of farming these guys. I want to be farming primos, not headbands. But I'm going to need to farm a bunch of those headbands. Thank you for liking the stream, guys. I appreciate everyone that's dropped a like. That burst animation is sick. It is. And the feeling of it is very satisfying. And one thing I did say earlier, and I'll say it again, her burst has massive AoE. Go watch some stuff of like Abyss clears and stuff, and you can see Dehya hitting like big AoE. It's like Ayato level. Whoa, Remserp, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships over here on the YouTubes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sundalo, Justin, Cryocar, Big Red, and Dante, some long-time appreciated viewers getting gifted a glorious membership. Oh, yeah. All right. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Crafting. Headbands. Where they at? Where they at? Oh. Where they at? Oh. Yep. Gimme. Sorry for the interrupt. It's okay. It's definitely not a bad thing. It's nothing to be sorry about. It's a good interruption. All right, finally. Oh, Joshua, did you ever share how much HP?
I never once imagined I could get to this level. All credit goes to you. What next?
47k.
for me?
Okay, there it is.
Whatever it is, just say the word and I'll be there.
I like her eat when it comes to interrupt resistance. Gani was never staggered. Yeah, it is really nice for that, for sure. 47k at base. Wow. That's pretty massive HP. All right, we'll go up to... Ding. Okay, so with my build, I'm at 32 base. I love listening to the Ascension voice lines. Yeah, I missed a lot of them, unfortunately. Where's that one that she just said?
Just great. All right, playtime's over. We've got ourselves a tough cookie. Get out before I drag you out.
Oh.
Hear mommy teach you that? Hear mommy teach you that? Your mommy teach you that? You ain't messing around.
Oh, jeez.
Man, this thunder is loud. They won't hear us coming. Or vice versa. Huh. How about that? I really did get stronger. Hey, this feels good. I think I'll be able to hit quite a bit harder with my sword now. So much power. I have to go test this out. You down to spar with me or what?
Nice. Nice. Because of HP Ascension stat and 2-piece tenacity effect too. Oh, I see. I'm on tenacity actually. I guess my base my base HP is obviously a lot lower because artifacts and stuff. My bad. But yeah, I've got 2-piece tenacity. Also, I do have C1. I forgot about to mention that too. So that's like a 20% increase. Okay. Nice. I feel glad that I got her up this far. Let me see. Let's get skill level here. Where did I get the books? Okay, I already crafted the books. I need headbands. It's still high even with you using the attack hands on. Oh, yeah. You know what's funny though? I'm using an EM sans. I have an elemental mastery sans. Because I have so much attack between Wolf's Gravestone and everything else that like I think it's just over capping. It's even greater. Yeah, I think it's good. It's good to have the EM because her, like I said, her raw damage is very low compared to her. Like building crit and EM makes her damage ceiling jump up like a lot. Like a lot. I was wondering what her EM abilities would be like. Yeah, I think that you should, it's like with Hu Tao, you should have at least 100 200 EM because if you, why am I hearing, I was hearing Dehya like,
Add Astra.
that was weird. Gotta get my expeditions going. Gotta make that Mora. You could, I would give her an attack sans over an HP sans, most likely. Unless you're doing what like Joshua's doing, and you want her to be super tanky so that she can absorb a lot of damage. Because her HP directly affects how much damage she can absorb. So like right now I can absorb 64,000. It just doubles your HP. I can what do you say, mitigate that damage or whatever. So the interesting thing about her mitigation is that it's like, okay, she takes a portion of the damage and then she mitigates it with this passive. So within 6 seconds after she grabs the field through her second skill press or her burst, she will take 60% less damage when receiving damage from the Redmane's blood. So basically what you do is you place down her field, you take some hits on your on-field unit, you swap back to her and use her burst or use her whatever, her second skill press, and then she takes 60% reduced damage of the damage that she's taking over time for 6 seconds. Sometimes when you walk, when an idol starts, you still hear the voice when you walk. Maybe it was that. Oh, that's definitely what it was. Sounds like she's a flexible unit, but yeah, she has a couple build options. You can use tenacity, you can use emblem. Tenacity is more of a support set, but I'm actually saying that like tenacity does bring her burst damage down, but it brings her skill damage up. So I don't know. It's really, I think the artifact depends mostly on the team comps you're planning on running her in. Stuff like that. And then we talked about weapon options. Like, she does have kind of some interesting options with, like, Akamaru is competitive. Okay. Akamaru actually does more damage at high refinements than Wolf Gravestone. So if you have a high refine Akamaru, this weapon will boost your burst damage like insane amounts. Sack Greatsword at C0 allows you to just ignore any downtime for her skill. It lets you can do 4 skill presses in a row. Like, consider that. Because this has a 16-second cooldown. As long as you wait long enough between skill presses, you have unlimited skill presses with her, technically. I think it's, let me think about it. So you get 4 skill presses each 16 seconds, which means if you press her skill every 4 seconds, you will never run out of skills as long as you're proccing the Sacrificial Greatsword. You could press, it's like Sino, you can press the skill button every 3 or 4 seconds. I guess you have to wait a little bit longer, maybe like every 4.2 seconds, because you don't want to accidentally press it like at the 15-second cooldown mark, because then you'll be stuck without a skill. Yeah, that also gives her 100% uptime on energy generation as well. That sounds more nutty the more I talk about it. The more I'm talking about Sacrificial Greatsword, the more I'm like, it's actually really good. It's just a very stress-free option, I guess. I would not recommend Favonius. It's just too much energy recharge, and this is stupid. You just don't need it. Also, it does less damage than Sacrificial Greatsword, and Sacrificial Greatsword is just way better than Favonius in this for this character. The bell is an option. I'll have to do some testing. I'm actually curious to test it out because I have C1, which increases my HP scaling. And this is HP scaling. And because I'm doing a lot of attack buffing in my team, the bell might actually be pretty okay. I don't think it'll be amazing or anything, but I'm just curious about it. If you're running her in a team with a shielder, potentially the bell is a really good option, because if you see here, while protected by a shield, the character gains 24% increased damage. So like if you have like Layla in the team, when she's protected by Layla's shield or the shield from the sword, she gains this damage. So it doesn't matter what shield you're using, any shield will give you this damage buff. But just the shield from the sword alone is not enough to not run a shielder. Like, you still need to run a shielder like Layla or something. You can just treat this as like an extra little thing. Like a crystallized shield almost. That lasts for 10 seconds and has some stuff. But yeah, the bell looks really good on her though. Like, the appearance of it looks really cool because it fits with like her gold extravagant theme, you know? I would be curious to see testing. See, I want to see a lot of people do a lot of testing at things that I can't do. Like, I want to see someone test the bell C0 versus C1, because I want to see how much the HP scaling gets buffed by C1. Like, I immediately activated my C1. And in hindsight, maybe I should have waited. The bell would be to Dehya the way the fillet blade is to Kazuha. All right. So we should probably farm primos, huh? Since I said that's what we're going to be doing. This is what I'm thinking about doing. With the rest of my wishes, pretty much going to be wishing on this banner here to try to get the sword. Let's count pity here. 5 times 5 is 25. 26, 27. I'm at 28 pity.
We mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
I guess I could do my dailies first. Let's start there. Forgot that I actually forgot for a second. I haven't done dailies yet. For me, Wolf's Gravestone and Skyward Pride looks good on her. Ooh, I haven't looked at Skyward Pride on her actually. I want to see what that looks like. It does look good. I think the gold is like it's like a rose gold for the Skyward Pride, and hers is more like a bronze gold, but it still looks good. It still does look good. I think Skyward Pride looks amazing. I think the Skyward series looks so good. Like I run Skyward Spine on my Rosaria. I think it looks so good. So aesthetic. It also looks, the Skyward Pride looks super good on Candace too. Candace looks great with Skyward Pride. All right. I'm gonna run over this way real quick. I would test Dehya if I had one. Yeah. See, it's gonna take a while for like all the full tests and everything to come out for her. And she's a pretty nuanced character. Like their utility characters are always a lot more complicated to test because like if you think about it, a DPS is very easy to calculate. You just, how much DPS are you doing? A lot or a little, but utility is way more nuanced than that. So it's going to take a while for people to get the full grasp. How long is Kokomi's burst state? 10 seconds? Huh. That lines up pretty well with her skill. You just have to be a bit careful about it. God, I want her C2. I'm not gonna lie, I want her C2 so bad. I just don't want to have to think about her cooldown. That's one thing that I'm really bad about, is like I love units where you can sort of just brainlessly press their skill button whenever they take the field. I love that. Like, I know some people love charge attack units or whatever. I love units where all you do is spam their skill or the burst or whatever. It's so satisfying. Hitting that E button just hits so different. Oh, buddy. Just you wait. Did I see Asmongold's review of Dehya? Kind of funny? No, I didn't. I'm sure that he probably just memed around a whole bunch. You know what I mean? Oops. It's good to see you, Eric. Welcome back, Axolotl. I know Asmongold keeps talking about that he's gonna play Genshin, and on one hand, it will bring a lot more attention to Genshin from like the people that, you know, watch his stuff. But also, every time I see him talk, like I don't watch Asmongold to watch his content. I watch him because he's popular and I want to know what he's saying. So I don't really pay a lot of attention to his content, but every time I see him talking about Genshin, his chat, it's very disappointing is all I'll say. It's just really awkward how uncomfortable they are with anime. They're so not okay with it. Day Asmongold plays Genshin is the day the internet breaks. For me, DSC2 should have been an A4 passive. Yeah, there's too much on the paywall such. I could see that. I mean, like I mentioned, Sacrificial Greatsword is an option. Okay, here we go. If Sacrificial Greatsword wasn't basically a fix for it, I would agree. Because Kazuha, if we look at our boy Kazuha, he has his C1, right? And his C1 is famous for, like, if you don't have his C1, you want a lot of people use sacrificial greatsword or sacrificial sword on Kazuha for that exact reason. So I think Dehya is kind of a similar sort of situation where if you don't have that early constellation to fix the cooldown issue or whatever, you know, if you want more uptime, more spammy, whatever. His chat is something else. It really does feel like watching a group of kids stuck in their hate everything to look cool phase. That is one of the truest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, you know, it's like an adult sees someone doing something they don't like to do, and they're like, all right, man, have fun. You know, man or woman, you know, like, have fun. Just, okay, you know, cool. And that's about all a real adult should think about it. But if you're a child, you see someone doing something that you don't enjoy, and you're like, and then you have a stroke because your blood pressure is like 200 over 5 million, and your head explodes. It's like, just don't. Is that pallid? You're lucky I'm in a good mood, buddy, and I want to kill something. You remember Pallid Redemption arc? Do you remember that? The Reckless Pallid Redemption arc. But yeah, no, Sacrificial Greatsword definitely. If you pull Dehya, I would highly recommend that. It's pretty freaking nice. I just want her C2, so like I mentioned, so I don't have to freaking think about it. I don't want to think about it. What is this? I've never done this before. What is this new? Ha ha ha. That's funny. I've never done that. This is an old thing. I've never gotten this quest before. He got a redemption arc. Oh, there was a dragon spine event where a little kid went missing, and because of Benny's bad luck, Reckless Pallid like fell down a cliff and found the lost child. And that was his redemption arc. He accidentally fell down. He found a child. No, wait, he found the dad. He found the dad of a child. I'm sorry, not a child. The child was missing his dad. Is Joel's dad. Right. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's been a while. It was a lost adult man. AKA a child. I almost said something super mean there, and I don't wanna do it. But yeah, I'll just say it. I almost said a viewer of Asmongold. A lost viewer of Asmongold and Dragon Spine. So basically a man child. No, I'm kidding. I'm really, it's not that. I mean, some of them are that bad, but not all of them are that bad. That's obviously a generalization. Just not enough though. That's true. That is actually true. True and real. Because he didn't even do it on purpose. Like, he literally found Joel's dad because Benny's bad luck like caused him to like fall down a cliff or something. Like, you didn't do that on purpose. You didn't go to, like, you didn't try to make things better. You just got lucky. So have you wiped out the monsters? Yeah. Interesting.
Don't change the subject.
Don't change the subject. Okay, dang. All right, gosh, jeez. It's like when your mom's scolding you and you're like trying to change the subject, and she's like, "Don't change the subject." You're like, "Oh." Dehya and Mondstadt makes me think of how good of friends I feel Dehya and Venti will be. Yeah, Dehya, Venti, Dehya, Amber. I think she would get along with a lot of people in Mondstadt because Dia's a lot, like, she's pretty carefree, you know. She's a rather free spirit. Oh, this guy's gonna get punched so hard. Dang, you, why did you run that way? Wait, why did you go that way? What? Why didn't you target the people up there, goober? See right there, I had to wait a second to cast her skill. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Wind strike.
Also, the guy was like right at the edge. So you've been casually throwing roast these days. Dehya changed you. Honestly, yeah, Nat, I'm not gonna lie. If everyone's gonna be, look, if everyone else is gonna be hyperbolic and they're going to just insult people for having different opinions, then I may as well toss in a few casual insults, because I do feel like I'm right a lot of the times. I feel like a lot of the times I have a mature, reasonable take that is like, just like, I want to enjoy the game and the game is generally really good, and anyone that's tossing out hyperbole is basically just splitting hairs among hairs for things that don't matter, and we should just shut up and enjoy the game. Like, that's my general mindset, and I feel like that's pretty much a good mindset to have, is do what you want. If you're having fun, good for you. That's the thing. But yeah, you're right. You're right. I've been more aggressive. I have a hard time just I want to be nice to people. I don't think that it's appropriate a lot of the times to, like, in internet debates. Hold on. In internet debates, most of the time, like 90% of the time, here's what happens. I have an opinion, someone else. I disagree with that opinion. You're an idiot and a terrible person, and you probably murdered someone because you have that opinion. Because you said that I murdered someone and that I'm a bad person, I'm going to assume that you're a bad person and that you murdered someone and that you're projecting. No, I'm not projecting. You're just a piece of crap, and you probably murdered a whole village of people, and you're probably just a parasitic scum on society. And then it just turns into like what is happening? Like it's pointless. It's just a bunch of, it's ad hoc or ad hominem, not ad hominem. It's just a bunch of insults over and over. It's stupid, because there's no, like, why? Like, who cares? If you have an opinion, present it. If someone disagrees with you, maybe be inquisitive about why they disagree with you. Otherwise, just, I don't know, man. So yeah, I have a hard time dealing with the way people react to things, you know? And also, like, with Dehya coming out, it feels like a lot of people are trying to coax me to like people that don't like her and think she's trash have been coming to me like, what do you think of Dehya? Did you know she doesn't work with Xingqiu and Yelan? Did you know that? And they're expecting me to be like, she doesn't? Oh no, my whole world is crumbling. Everything is falling apart. So yeah. I'm really proud of myself for shaking my table like that. I thought that was really funny. All right, here we go. Clip that. Yeah, clip it and ship it, folks. Clip it and ship it. That would make a great short. I really would. Too bad it takes like hours to download the streams. Like hours and hours and hours and hours. Not to mention, this is a single player game. You have the right to play it how you see fit and make you happy, but Geo is still the best element, though. Thank you, Dante. Hitting us up with those special effects. Yeah, that CGI earthquake. I've always found the mindset of, how do I make the character work, rather than she ain't meta, so she ain't worth my time. Yes, Akira, absolutely. That is 100% how I approach it. It's like, I see what Dehya can do. Where does that fit? What teams would that benefit? What, you know, and I think a lot of people, like I mentioned earlier, they take the kit, like when Kazuha came out, people were trying to build hyper carry Kazuha for some reason. They were like using Xingqiu and Benny to like have on-field it was really weird. It's just like, what are you doing? That's not what he's for. You know what I mean? Like, I think the same things kind of happen with a lot of characters that aren't main DPSs. So Instead, you know, it's like just trying to figure out like what is her kit, where does she fit, you know, what is she good for? And for that reason, I'm not building a team around her 4-second damage window. I'm building a team around her whole kit. Like where can this work? And I'm still trying to figure it out. Like I don't really know what the heck I'm doing, to be honest, but you know, yeah. Like Bill Burr's bit about arguments, when the other side throws an insult, it means you won, take a knee and run out the clock. Exactly. That is a very true point, is that like once someone starts insulting you, they've basically lost the argument, you know. But like that's the thing though, is like a lot of people don't argue in good faith on the internet anymore. Like I genuinely debate people in good faith. Like when I give you guys my viewpoints and I'm arguing with people, you've probably seen people will make points sometimes and I'll be like, yeah, that's a good point. Or like I give my genuine opinions. I don't just try to defend a position because it's my position. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people do. They don't care how they win the argument. They don't care what they have to do or how they have to behave. They just want to feel like they've defended their position. I am in search of the truth. Like I'm in search of what I view as the truth and also my subjective enjoyment of the game. So like, for instance, I used to look at leaks. Oh my gosh, grammar. It was hurting my enjoyment of the game, looking at leaks. I found that it made me anticipate things a lot more. And then when I saw live streams, I wasn't excited. It's a whole thing, right? So I chose to stop looking at leaks because it improved my personal enjoyment of the game. Even though a lot of people are like, that's not efficient. Like I just, you know. Yeah. All right. Holy crap. I know I said I was farming primos, but sheesh. So there's that one. Okay. We have a lot of quests to do. Like a lot. I should probably go to Gandharvaville and see if there's any over there first. I feel like they try to goad into an extreme condition so you can somehow validate their extreme position. Yeah, I think a lot of arguments on the internet escalate very quickly. There's a lot of slippery slope that happens on the internet where like people will be like, oh, you believe this? That means you're the spawn of Satan, clearly. And it's like, well, no, that's actually a slippery slope where like what you're saying does not lead to that other thing inherently. It's something that would have to be contextually, you know, like it's just, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, it's just too much hyperbole. Again, people don't argue in good faith. You know, people don't genuinely care what I have to say about Dehya. Like people that are watching me either have one or two opinions. They either already agree with me and they like listening to me not shit on Dehya because they're also enjoying Dehya and they just want someone else to like commiserate and enjoy it with, which is like what I think the release of a character should be. If you don't like the character, you know, shut up and go away, because people that do enjoy the character want to chill and they want to enjoy it. It's like a little celebration, and it's like shitting on someone's parade. You know, it's like pooping on a party. You go to someone's birthday party, and because it's not your birthday and you're not happy about that, you're just gonna go poop on their bed. Like that just makes you an idiot. That just makes you super immature. Bringing it down. So yeah, so I know I'm not changing anyone's mind. Like I know I'm not changing anyone's mind. People either watch me because they agree with me or they watch me because they disagree with me and they want to make fun of me while they're watching me. And that's just it. Like that's just the nit and gritty of it. The nitty gritty. Nasty old positive energy eaters. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get away from the topic though, because I do not want to drag my stream down too much. I do like covering those topics and addressing them because I think it's important to talk about. But I do want this stream to be a fun stream. Also, I have started saving my standard fates again because Dehya's going to get added into the standard banner. I might as well save them again. I was looking to see if I have any keys. I don't think I do. I think they would be in this. Yeah, I think they would be in this one, like over here. Oh my gosh, I have a ton of... Whew, I might be able to level up my statue. Okay, I don't see any quests over here. I could have sworn there'd be some questeronies. Maybe I already picked them up. Okay, let's go over to... Let's check Vanarana. See if there's any over here. How's my opinion on trolls? What do you mean, like are there... Maybe this is a dumb question, but are there troll sympathizers? Is that a thing? I thought everyone collectively agreed that, like, trolling is the act of being a jerk. You know what I mean? Did you ever meet someone in chat that has the evil Mihoyo as his username? Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen that person at my stream before. Are they trolling? Some people do like just trolling. Trolls the movie? Trolls are sometimes funny and sometimes annoying. That's evil Mihoyo. Person is annoying. Wow, you guys, I've seen them before in my chat, but they don't show up anymore, probably because I don't know. I don't know if I'm really fun to antagonize, because I do get a bit emotional, but I'm entirely reasonable and I have very good justifications for my reasoning. So, like, I don't have that lack of confidence where if someone trolls me really hard, I'm just like, you're just an idiot. Like, you're just a freaking idiot if you troll me super hard. Like, I mean, that's how I feel. Is it's like, this person disagrees with me and I'm giving them all of my justifications, and if they still don't agree with me, that's kind of their problem. You see them all the time on Walrus's comment section. Oh geez. That's the one thing though, like, I wanted to, like, Walrus really rides a fine line with his audience, where he has people that love the game, he has people that hate the game that all watch him. And it's an intense environment for his channel. And that's why I picked a side, so to speak. If we're gonna split up into haters and non-haters, I'm just not a hater of the game, and I just would rather be on that side of things. Because I'd rather hang out with people who are not haters. I think we're more fun. I think that we have a lot more positive memories and experiences on my stream than I see a lot of people have on their Genshin streams. Like, a lot of Genshin streams nowadays are 80% like feeling like crap and being upsetty spaghetti all the time. But I feel like we have a lot of laughs, we have a lot of fun, we have a lot of chill times.
Thanks to the academia's help, we can stay safe from the guys.
Let's see here. Why people like him exists, though. I know he's a troll, but I kind of hate when he's always saying that they're representing the Genshin community, saying people who just play Genshin as their first gacha game. Ignore me, I'm sick of them. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think people like that, if anything, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. It's like, what a sad person they must be to spend all their time arguing with people that love a video game that they don't like a video game. Like, he or she, whoever that person is, must have an incredibly sad existence, and they must have such low confidence that the only way they can make themselves feel better and stop themselves from crying themselves to sleep at night is by getting on YouTube and getting a dopamine confidence boost by acting like they're superior on the internet. Oh, he rages against... Oh, God. He rages against casuals. He wants everyone to hate the game as much as he does, I guess, huh? Imagine being such an annoying troll that you're getting called out by community members on a live stream, being like, have you heard about this one specific troll? Because out of all the trolls, this one specific troll is one of the worst. Like, wow. You gotta be the bottom of the barrel at that point. Evil Freddy. Flowcat. Hi. Watch they comment on this video. Hey, maybe. I don't know. I think I do have some hate watchers. I don't think I have a lot of hate watchers because I'm not a very big YouTuber, but I'm sure I have a couple. All right, we're gonna do this quest. I've been kind of goofing around. Where's the catnip? Where's the bomb? Where's the bomb? Actually, Freddy
Stay close.
already got catnip
No
today.
going off on your
Are you
own.
getting addicted?
Desert doesn't
Fred?
take prisoners.
Are you addicted to the nip? You need me to start locking it away, hiding it in a safe? Ooh, Mora. Give me that Mora.
Rest and reave it.
I want them all. People who complain about casual gamers are the same ones who want Genshin in-game to be like Elder Scrolls. Actually true and real. Actually true and real. You know, the funny thing is that like casual gamers often get shafted because the gaming market is about trying to get people online all the time, hardcore play. Like hardcore gamers are the desired audience because they're extremely active, a lot of hours on the game, blah 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 blah, more likely to spend money or whatever. But casuals don't have a lot of really well designed games for casuals, for people that are casual. And I think that Genshin is a great game. Like, people talk about how the game has a lot of like, it's a fantastic game, and that, but they say, but it's a casual game, as if that's a bad thing. It's like, wait, so you're saying that like being a game that appeals to a more casual mindset is inherently a negative thing and detracts from the quality of the game? Instead, I view it as casuals getting a dub because we have a game that appeals to a lot of casual instincts, like lore reading, deep mechanical, you know, stuff to explore, just like exploration. Like, it's so much about this game appeals to casual gamers, non-meta gamers. And then, but then the meta people want to be like, no, we want to take this over too. Like, it's not good enough that every other game you have to be a meta slave to get by. Like, we need this game to be just that bad, to be bad just like that. You know, it's how it feels to me. It's like, why don't you just go play something that's hardcore and leave us alone? Go play League of Legends. You know, if you want a truly hardcore experience. Live footage of Flo attacking an innocent bird unprovoked. Call PETA. Yeah, you better cancel me. To be honest though, my position as a gamer are to just play it. If I don't enjoy it, then I leave it. Exactly. That's what I do. Like when I started Genshin, I've told this story before. When I started playing Genshin, I did not watch YouTube on it. Like, I just played it blind and went in, and I was not expecting good things. All I had heard, I guess my catnip hoarding quest for another day. I'm sorry, Evil Freddy. There's too many people chatting, and you've already had catnip today. It's just not gonna happen. Goodbye, Evil Freddy. But yeah, you know, like I wasn't expecting good things from the game because I hadn't heard good things from the game, and my expectations were, you know, I don't know what to say, exceeded. My brain's kind of getting mushy. Oh crap! There we go. You the Eremites? I, Afratu, commissioned. Please stop here if you want to. Area ahead is very dangerous for our commission, and the Eremites. Ordinary people should stay back. As a Mahamatra, dereliction of my duties if anything were to happen to you. Does something happen up ahead? Something strange is going on. See that huge machine over there? It's said to be a relic of the legendary Daughtry people. We're familiar with the name Conria. How is an archaic Kama used? In the Vahumana Darshan. Legend has it that the Conria Schwanen and Ritter once piloted these huge machines to combat the monsters from the abyss. 3 ruling golems survived that brutal war and were sealed by the sages. This is one of them. It's been lying here silently for centuries, but lately it's suddenly become active and has even attacked nearby people. Indiscriminately attacks all living things in its vicinity with beam cannons. This is the first time we've seen such dangerous capabilities in these sealed ruin golems. There's no way we can leave it unattended. The chaos cores that power them should have been deactivated long ago, so it's strange that they can still function even after several hundred years. Paimon didn't understand a thing, and it should be similar to the one we saw on the mountain, right? The guy didn't attack everything around it. Oh, you know about the ruin golems? I suppose it saves me the explanation. Blah, blah, blah. The strangest part, too, the sages have sealed the path into the ruin golem, and no one should have been able to activate it. Did someone get inside by other means, or perhaps it was triggered by an activation device that we have no knowledge about? The only way to find out is to have a look inside. True, I wonder what's going on at the citadel of Regzar, taking so long for the Eremites to arrive. Academia's seal isn't the problem. The main issue is the huge rock that's blocking the entrance. There's no way I can move it. It does sound like something we can help with. After all, we've been here once before. That is, if you give Eremites payment to us, right? Really, having people with prior experience would be great. But are you adventurers? I can't let you take such risk if you're ordinaries. Gee, this is different disguise people. We're internationally renowned adventurers. Really? I'll have to verify. After all, I have important research to do. It's not just feasible to stay here the whole time. I'll leave it up to you guys if the problem gets resolved quickly. I need you to enter the ruin golem and shut down the autonomous system. It'd be better if you figure out the reason behind this strange phenomenon. Should be controlled by a switch in the cockpit. After turning that off, the ruin golem under minimum. According to the records, the power of the seal is maintained by 3 groups of mechanisms called pseudosphlebi. They will unseal the sentence. Just be careful not to destroy the internal structures. After all, this is an important cultural relic registered by the Academia. Of course. Random unrelated thought. I'd love to see some more NPCs to duel against at the Cat's Tail like Xavier. Oh yeah, I've been really slacking on TCG. I'm not gonna lie. Can destroy loose rocks, huh? Y'all see any loose rocks? Kind of curious. Sick. That's what we like to see. Whew. Even better.
Let's move out.
Well, that's nice. All right. I will actually, I do want to take a quick break though. It's been a couple hours. I want to just get some more tea and go to the bathroom and stuff. I appreciate everyone watching and everyone participating in conversation tonight. I do enjoy the spirited conversation. It is exciting. It's fun. So, yep. Anyway, oh yeah, I'll be back in like a few minutes. Tea time? Yes, tea time. It's been steeping for a couple hours, so I started steeping it before I started streaming. It really has been popping off today. Yeah, it's always like this around the time a new character comes out, especially when they're not a DPS. when a utility character comes out, it's always an interesting time for sure. All right. I'll be back here in a few. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. That would help me out a bunch. I've got Twitch pinned in the YouTube chat, and I've got YouTube pinned in the Twitch chat, and Discord is in the description of the live stream on YouTube. Okay, be right back. Okay. I'm back. All right, so we got to get it to blow up the rock. Nice. Okay. Break the seal. Where are you going? Don't go that way. No. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get the stuff over here. There's like a chest.
Hold the line.
Gloves off.
Allow me.
You can't run. Punishment.
Wind strike.
I call dibs.
Job. Ooh. I got bonked. I got bonked by the ceiling. How rude. Okay, so next stream, by the way, is probably gonna be Monster Hunter. Just saying. Look at good news. Ooh, good news. I like good news.
Well, how about that?
What you got for me?
Lights out.
Let's get it on.
Oh, I should have used that to... I got Dehya around 30 pulls after losing to D-Luke. Ooh, congratulations.
I call dibs.
Congratulations. That's nice. That's a nice early pull there. That's what I'm hoping will happen with her sword for me. Hoping to get an early one there. We'll see though. Oh, teleporter. I love that her shoulder bash is what breaks the ore. It's like she's using her shoulder just to shoulder check the rocks. Where are you going, buddy? Gonna wait until the third to pull for her. It's always smart to wait.
Hold the line.
You can't run.
Ooh, awkward. I think it might be better, at least in this team, to do Kokomi, Rosaria, Kazuha skill, Dehya field, Kazuha burst, and then Dehya burst. Maybe. I don't know. I have to figure it out still.
We should make the most of these supplies.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. It's probably gonna die before I get to it, but you know.
Rust and revive, yeah!
Punish me! Look alive!
Clouds high. The birds.
You asked for it.
Yeah, I got pyro infusion on the burst. Interesting. Maybe I should do Kazuha burst and then Dehya skill. I don't know. I don't know if I want to infuse the pyro or not. Probably not. Oh, I can't grab that. Okay.
Let's move out.
Get up. Wakey, wakey.
Hold the line.
Shiver! Let's get it on!
Okay. Are you? Oh, you're dead. You're dead.
Wind strike.
Rust and revive.
Buckle up! Hi!
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
I've been thinking about pulling Shenhe. Any tips or advice? Go for it if you want. If you're really into freeze teams, if you like freeze teams a lot, then Shenhe is a very good investment. Like if you have an Ayaka, a Ganyu, or if you just like freeze teams in general. I think she's a good pull. If that is the case, you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's tons of build guides and stuff out there for you to look at. Wait, how did I get into that ruin golem? He kept blasting me. There's a quest, and then you have to make the golem shoot a rock. Oh God, no, my camera. So like as you're walking towards it, Paimon will be like, "Oh, there's a rock you gotta blow up." I'm saving this patch, but Shenhe does sound tempting.
Selling some of this.
It's you know, if you're not into freeze teams, you don't need to worry about it. Oh. Yeah, if you do like freeze teams, she is really great. She's probably not going to rerun super often either. Like Shenhe's probably going to be one of those units that we see maybe once or twice a year. So when she's there, if you want her, it's a good idea to grab her while you can.
Let's get it on!
Oh, let's see. Ah! No! No! Hi, I just got back from school. Nice. Oh, and you go back to school. Nice. Well, welcome. Happy to have you. Hope you enjoy your break. There we go. Oh, is that guy gonna wake up? Why has he got lights on his? Is that normal? Or is that coming from something? Huh. Doesn't look this. Those guys aren't glowing. Oh. Ah, Dendroculus, hi. Yummy. Hey, yummy, yummy in my tummy.
Hold the line. Yeah.
Lights out.
A faithful offering.
Also, I think Shenhe's relationship with Chongyun is adorable. It is pretty cute. I like Shenhe's personality. I think she's a cool character.
Judgment. Wind strider.
Look alive.
I actually wonder. I wonder how Chongyun is with Shenhe or Shenhe with Dehya. I was just thinking about that. Probably similar to Candace, where it gives you the ability to do some melts with her skill. Maybe, I don't know. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, those. I guess I could just shoot him with the bow. Okay. I'm gonna keep swapping back. I don't care if you want me to use a bow user. I don't wanna. Not right now. All right, where else might they be? Oh, I probably have to go down. I just want to make sure I got everything on this floor. Is there a Dendroculus back here or something? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Usually I have Kazuha on my 4 slot. Ah. Sneaky little bugger. Oh. Like, what are these things? Who does flow? Like, what? What does that mean? What? Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? You Looney Tune? Okay. Guess he got bored and left. That seems to be unhinged from battle log. Due to the aforementioned reasons, this machine now suffers from a severe lack of manpower that cannot be resolved in the short term. As such, 3 secondary control cabins on the left and the right have been temporarily disabled. The movement has been transferred over to the autonomous smart boot system. We have successfully led the beasts to the canyon before blanketing them with fire and destroying them in the process. However, our weapon systems have overheated and meltdown has occurred. The affected components would be difficult to repair and thus have been temporarily uninstalled, while a search party has been sent to the surface to seek replacements. Internal damage destroyed the bearings in many places. The machine no longer mobile. Okay, doke. Gotta go to bed. See you later, Nat. Thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate you. What? Oh. Okay. Switch off the autonomous attacking. Pilot the ruin golem.
Stay close. No going off on your own. The desert doesn't take prisoners.
It's awfully nice of them to mark those rocks for you. I was about to say, like... Nice. If that actually opens up, like, actual caves to explore, that would be pretty cool. What does this button do? Oh, a log. All remaining personnel should immediately abandon this machine upon completion of the mission to relocate the marshal's machine. It is a pity that due to our limited transportation capacity and uncontrollable security, we can only provide the wounded with... We'll come back for them later. Ooh, awkward. Okay. Now I got to report back to the guy. So like, I'm just gonna teleport. I'll be honest, I do not even remember how I get out of there. Crazy how well preserved those notes are. Yeah, it really is. I should probably check those locations, huh? Before I go back to the guy. Lasting 500 years even as the sand spills in. Yeah, true. Sand, especially with the sand. Sand is such a strong eroding force. Oh yeah, gotta hit that F key. Gotta hit that F key. Wow. It's nice to not be blasted at. Hmm? Oh, that must be one of the things I opened. I think one of them was up here, right? Or it was near. Here, let me get up here so I can get a better look. Okay, there's one over there. There's one over here, and then there's one down there. So we'll start over here. Looks like a Sealy. The path under the golem is sus. That is true. I would not want to be underneath it. Kind of interesting how it's like arm broke off, you know? You can kind of like see it like it was like reaching for the ground or reaching for something. And it got wrapped up in vines. Ermanger the cave. I wonder where it leads. It's actually a really good point. Because the map really does end like right there, but there is a passage that goes. I think Fontaine is north. I think Fontaine is up here, right? I actually don't remember. I wonder if, maybe, yeah, maybe later. I think I need to go see you in the next episode. Let's see you, Erotica. It was good to have you around. I love seeing returning faces, new faces, all that great stuff. Makes me happy. Nom 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 nom. Okay, Mr. Seeley. Let's get you situated, and then I can do these puzzles here.
I call dibs.
Preston, rebuild! You can't run! Shiver!
Oh. Oh, I meant to grab that. If I may, you could also do Abyss. You get 5 pulls from it to help with the weapon fund. That's true. That's true. I might, yeah. That's a good point. I did, like I mentioned before reset, I actually did do Abyss last night. Like, I did it like 30 minutes before it reset. I was like right in the nick of time.
Let's get it on. Hi. Wind strike.
Daesh. Yeah, because if I get Dehya's sword, it'll help a lot with crit balancing and just make it easier. I think a really solid stopping point for Dehya is C2 R1. You don't need the C2 or like R1. Like C0 without a weapon is still fine in my opinion, but C2 R1 I think is where Dehya like kind of hits her, I don't want to say max potential, but like going above that is just seemingly unnecessary in my opinion. Like, I mean, unless you're going for C6 for like hyper carry. Come on. Oh my god. Not any stars though. I usually stop at 10. This one pull. I cleared through floor 12 chamber. Nice. Oh, it's 4 pulls, my bad. Oh. Oh. Actually didn't know that, to be honest. I thought there was extra primos that I didn't get. Yeah, no. You just like I felt the panic in the tone of your text. Like five pulls? What do you mean? Dante's out here scaring the crap out of all the free-to-play players. They're like, what? Am I just supposed to? There must be another challenge or something, right? Or do I just hit those 2 and that unlocks the last one? I don't know. Let's find out. My Tignari team. What? Why did the skill like fall through the floor? I knew it. Well, this is a nice little cave.
Excellent. These spoils will boost morale.
I became the Genshin boogeyman. You became the one thing that you sought to destroy. You became the thing you hated most in the world. Just kidding. What's that one thing? You either die early or live long enough to become the villain, as a like the hero thing or whatever. I can't remember. Anyway, if you're hanging out enjoying the stream and you haven't dropped a like yet, that would be super helpful, and I appreciate that. So thank you. That was a nice cave that had some juicy primos. It would be pretty good to probably have like just use Yelan to run, but I want to run as Dehya. From my point of view, the free-to-plays are evil. Ba-ba-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Evil man is just a good guy who's been hurt. Exactly. That rock looks like it should have been able to I can't speak. I can't do it. Wait a minute. There were 3 areas that I opened up. This is the area that I came in from, right?
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
Let me go back out there. I think there might be another one that I might have missed. I want to miss. Oh my god, by the way, guys.
No going off on your own.
Elden Ring
Desert
DLC.
doesn't take prisoners.
Elden Ring DLC finally got announced. I am so excited for it. I am so looking forward to it. Oh, is that what I broke? Did I shoot a rock on its hand? Whoa. It's kind of cool that the vine, like, gives you something to climb. I think they even leveled it out partway up so you can stand. Cannot wait for Elden Ring DLC. Yeah, I'm super excited. They're calling it an expansion, which they have never done for DLC before. So leads me to believe that it's going to be a rather large amount of content. I'm expecting 1 at least legacy dungeon, and by legacy dungeon I mean like probably even more. Like I think the legacy dungeon we get for the DLC is probably going to be like massive, maybe like 1.5 times the normal one. The afflicted shows symptoms, among others, of peeling skin, proliferation of hair, and worst of all, severe facial ulceration. The cause of this malady is unknown due to the lack of necessary. The scabbed sections appear to have formed a new layer of skin. Many afflicted have shown signs of language impairment. Ooh, first cases are receiving centralized treatment. According to those cases, rational capacity no longer can be clearly determined. People becoming hilly churls. Uh-oh.
One with nature. Time to go.
Oh! Oh, my back. This would be such a clever place to like tuck a chest. Like right over here. Just put one right on this branch right here. Huh? What? Hold up, what? Excuse me. Uh-oh. Am I gonna make it? Yeah! Come on! No! Ah! No! All that effort wasted. All right, well,
Time to go.
Dante says there's a chest on the head of the ruin thing. I probably already got it. I think I have been on the head. I'll check though. Ooh, arrow mines. I need to beat them up for my Dehya.
That's close
Rest,
enough.
leave it! You can't run!
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
I can't see anything. I hypothesize that it emerged from the sea. Really? Interesting. Kazua's too thick. Oh, I mean the mist thing. Sure you do. Sure you do. Hey, would you look at that? A challenge. Yes. Open the chest in 50 seconds. Ah! No! Oh, you son of a gun. I will cheat. Please, 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 please. Okay.
I call dibs.
Hi there, burbs. How you doing, Burby boys? All right. I know I'm like going all over the place here. I'm curious. I don't even know if I can really climb up this, cause yeah. How about you get off my back, Paimon? You already got it. Other birds are originally guarding it. Anything I want to share? What do you mean? What do you mean anything I want to share? Hmm? Huh? Hmm? Is Dehya a cat girl? She's like catching. She's like a pseudo cat girl. Oh, the chest. The chest. Where is it? Where the chest at though? You took them out the last time you were there? I convinced them to give me the chest. That's what happened.
Into the wind.
Mm-hmm. They were very kind burps. They were like, here's your chest. Have fun with that. I promise. Pinky swear. Where? I'm so confused. There was a chest. Press X to down. Oh, there it is. I can taste it.
A fateful offering.
Slurpity slurp slurp.
Follow the wind.
How did I not get that vantage point? It's like right there. It's like in the middle of the area. Ooh, a challenge. Okay, one thing at a time. Hey, Mumbo. You got Dehya? Dehya's claimer for your Eula? Nice. I don't know if that's... Yeah, but good. Nice, cool. And you're saving for Mika? That sounds like a plan, my friend.
Right here, right now. Stay put.
A plan.
Strike! One with the forest. I'll uproot you. Ha! Keep up.
Ow! Rude.
Right here, right now. Right here. Ready, go!
No turning back! Can't see? Sa, ha, hoo.
I'm saving until they finally put a real cat girl. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta They need to buff her cat girlness.
So this is
Buff Dia's cat girlness. Make her a real cat girl. Otherwise, she's a useless existence of a character. What about Diona? What do you mean? Oh, Diona, right. Yes, cat girls, yes. Yes, mushy brain. Apologies. Nice. Hi. Hmm. Okay. We can make a team Tignari, Diona, Goro, and Miko wild team. Yeah. True. I kind of want an Oni girl. Dante's like, release Ito, but a girl. That's funny.
I call dibs.
Okay. Let's I guess let's do the Abyss. And I'm gonna wrap up stream really soon. I'm gonna do, maybe I'll do Abyss and just wrap up stream there. Cause
Sun's out, guns out.
starting to get kinda tired.
Just sucks that I
I need to real quick. Abyss language. You're clear on the weather front now? That's good. Yeah, we had thunderstorms here too for a while. Pretty cray cray. What? Oh, right. Uh-huh. Yep. Right. Okay. 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 Sure. Gotcha. It's like the exact same. It's the exact same as last Abyss. What's this? Consecrated Scorpion? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. Wow. BRB, this is gonna take like 20 minutes. I just did this last night. I just did this exact thing last night. Like literally this exact Abyss. All right. So it's gonna be really easy. I did this last night and I just blasted through the Abyss like it was nobody's business. Yeah, Nilo's horns are just accessories. Should I do normal Abyss music or should we play something actually exciting? Let's actually, I'm gonna I gotta get some actual boss music going because Just looking. I don't know why it matters which one I pick. I mean, they're like, it's like all the same thing. Okay, let me turn the music. Hey, warrior cats. Okay. Oh, I guess it's starting with. Okay, it goes. Nice. Okay, I like this. It's a reverse order. I like reverse order when they do that because I don't want to listen to freaking Borealis's domain for the 7,000th time just to get to the new boss music. Can you guys hear it? This is all right. This is like the ominous Fandango thing. It's not very loud. I think that should be good. Good job, buddy. He just shot the wall. Can you guys hear the music okay? It's like it's not it's like a good volume for me. I just don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Have I changed my team even if there's the same abyss? No, this is exactly what I did last night for the last abyss cycle. And it was really easy, so I'm just trying to get through it. No, I didn't mean to do that. That was goofy. Oh, I missed one of them.
翼よ。一応目を覆えば。ふん。それ。
手をつなぎましょう。
見えないだろ。
Oh,
しっかり立ってな。
screwed up my button presses there.
イカズチに。根こそぎにしてあげる。
Well, the person gave the all clear. What? Oh, back on the big screen. Okay. For a second, I thought you were talking about my connection. I thought I was like, wait, was my connection bad? Scared me. It's okay. Good job, Chongi. My Chongi boy. Bro, come on. What are you smoking, Tignari? What are you aiming at? Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, I did not mean to run through you. Ignari's on the shrooms again. Exactly. Exactly. He's like, I gotta shoot that giant orange floating in the sky. It's like, you may or may not have noticed that that's not real. Not real, Tignari. Don't give in to the lies and the delusions. Excuse me, what? All right. I'm getting hungry and there's some carrot cake in the fridge. And so after this abyss clear, I'm getting me some mother freaking carrot cake. I'm so excited. Anyone else here a fan of carrot cake? I love it. Flow on shrooms. Shh, it's illegal here. I can't say these things. There we go. I have to get your chat pulled back up. Yeah, kind of hungry too. Kind of hungry. Where's Twitch chat? There it is. I don't think anyone's in it right now though. You're a carrot cake enjoyer. Good. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That was so dumb. Hey, come on. Okay, perfect. We're still good. They're dead. Second is red velvet. I like red velvet, but my family has a genetic intestinal disease that causes us to occasionally, like the men in my family occasionally poop blood, and because our bowels, yeah, stuff. Anyway, so sometimes when I eat red velvet, it scares me because I think I'm bleeding on the inside, and I'm not. It's just red velvet. Like if I eat it and I forget about it, and like the next day, I'm like, why is it all red? Yeah, my dad got hospitalized for it once. He pooped out about a pint. He almost died. But he was also an alcoholic, so he kind of had that working against him. Huh?
練満員だよ。キリがない。やっふんそれやっ散れ。
Oh, I really thought that was gonna kill him. I was really sure of it. I was very confident.
渚のリ邪魔をするな。翼よ聖なる来光。音が聞こえる。めくれます。それ
I had a buddy with similar issues and stayed away from red foods for the same reason. Yeah, it's called diverticulosis or diverticulitis, depending on whether it's inflamed currently or not.
競争よ。両豆立ち去れ。せい入れよ。
You done picked the wrong.
あれ狂いなさい。はっせいほっせいふっほっやっ
牽引全票。風よそこだ。
That's why I tune into these streams. You learn something new every day. Yeah, like about my occasional intestinal problems. Ugh. It just means that I have to be more careful about my diet.
来戦。
And I can't eat popcorn. Popcorn
根こそぎに
turns into like razor blades in your intestines, and it can
ついてきて。
it can cause excessive bleeding. So I can't eat popcorn.
手をつなぎましょう。
やっぱり見えないだろ。試練満員だよ。
Surrender mindaro. I don't know what he's saying at all, but
それ
it sounds cool.
やっ
I'm a fan.
散れ。
No, what? Jerk. When we getting the Eremite summons as teapot pets? Aw, that would be so cute. My granddad also has that. Oh, yeah, it gets harder to deal with as you age, unfortunately. But if you maintain a healthy diet, then it shouldn't ever turn into anything extremely problematic. Just usually kind of scary.
行きましょう。はっご助力を。
救急により。
Bro. And now he's dead.
雲の行くごと牽引せい。具現せよ。
Goodbye.
ソーランの憩い。
マイ両豆立ち去れ。
深海のカゴ。行きまやっはっはっへいやっふっはっほっはっやっ行きまはっご安心を。
はっせい。魂よ天心直送。おとなしく捕まれ。
I like fighting those consecrated animals. They're actually really cool. Very well designed, and I like that they are particularly dangerous because it's not just another enemy. Like, you really got to pay attention to them.
音が聞こえる。
手をつなぎましょう。
邪魔をするな。
これこそが知恵の伝道。
来戦。浄土を開放する。根こそぎにしてあげる。
And now the DPS go wild. When Tignari takes the field, it's just like damage, 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 damage. It feels so good. I love it. All right. Drop it while it's hot, my friend. Thank you. Ooh. Of course, you would put it over there.
命令に従え入れよはっ
I love Raiden's boss fight music. It would be funny if you get the pop-up from the Pokemon games where you try to Pokeball the other Pokemon trainers. throw the capture net at the... Goodbye, HP.
全部丸見えね。知識をあなたにも。
しっかり立ってな。ライバッチョ翼よ。音が聞こえる。ほっよっえっはっ
痛くしちゃうかも。覚えたわよ。これこそが知恵の伝。
来戦聖なる来光。めくれます試練満員だよ。
God, Sara Tignari together is such a fun combination. Where you at? I'm sorry, Ruin Greater, but you're going down, my friend.
待ちなさい。邪魔を
私のお家にいれ。
音が聞こえる。こう打ってやる。見えないだろ。
Boom, boom, boom. Machine gun power.
ソーランの
剣を入れよ。はっそれ。魂よ天心直送。おとなしく捕まれ。前入れよ。霊気過信。
海のちぎりよ。ご助力を。
牽引全票。
Stop! What the? Why is his ring not going away? There it is.
律令に従え。風の赴くままに。や
Oh crap.
前入れよ。封印厳禁。もみちろん。散らま。
あれ狂いなさい。せい。はっ。行きますよ。ご覧の憩い。
Calm down. Excuse me.
急に寄りつ風よ。妖豆立ち去れ。念の表像。
You got your hits off. Now it's my turn. The Electro rings are really annoying. Agreed. Now this is the one chamber that I actually died on, and I had to be careful about because that Electron Scorpion is no joke, my friends.
手をつなぎましょう。これこそが知恵の伝道。
おとなしくしな。二つ殴られたいの。知れ。音が聞こえる。見えないだろ。やっふんやっ来戦。浄土を開口せし。永遠なるなるかな。試練満員だよ。
Whoa! That sick iframe. Oh my god. Oh my god.
全部丸見えね。
渚の輪翼よ。見えないだろ。やっほっ
Oh, there it is. Come on.
そこだ。
Please.
根こそぎにしてあげる。
Oh. Okay, that was tough. That was tough. But now we're smooth sailing.
ご安心を。
はっはっはっ天心直送。おとなしく捕まれ。前はっ風の雲の行く。
海のちぎりよ。
You see how much damage my Kazuha took? Oh my god. Holy mother.
ご助力を
Come on.
律令に従え。
両豆立つ風よもみちを散らまく惜しみ
深海のカゴやほっそれやはっそう
県民選票
Okay, I did place it.
そこだ
命ずる。
おとなしく捕まれ
連機過信。
Oh my god, thank God for iframes, right?
風よ
Like,
心配無用とこれ
and now this is about to be a joke.
邪魔をするな。つれ。めくれます。それ。や。
知識はあなたにも
聖なる来光。見えないだろ。音が聞こえる。それ。や。
覚えたわよ
渚のリン。翼よ。そこだ。試練満員だよ。
痛くしちゃうかも私のお家にいらし
おとなしくしな。役払い。おっせ。一応目を覆える。や。それ。ふん。つれ。浄土を開口せし。めくれます。それ。ふん。
Ah.
ご安心を
剣を入れ雲が仮
入れよ。
封印厳禁はっはっ
魂よ。具現せよ。
海のちぎりよせいはっ
久々の獲物だ。新特化よ。左右を起こせ。
県民選票はっ
入れよ。律令に従え。
両豆立つされもみちは散らまく惜しみ
命ずる。
はっそこだし
入れよ。
封印厳禁風よはっはっこれ
と。
あれくぐりなさい行きましょうはっはっやっへいふっソーランの
我が命を聞きたまい
And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how we do it. GG. Thank you. That took 24 minutes. Superb job. Thank you. I was really proud of that. I was very proud of that. Oh, British Gamer, thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was proud of that. That was a really good run. I didn't even die from the consecrated scorpion because I hit it with Electro with Sarah or Cookie. Like, he hits so hard. He hits me so hard, and it's nice to. Excuse me? Thank you. What? Okay, that's more like it. That's what I'm used to. Where's the shrine? There was a shrine that I was gonna open. Where are my wanderer pieces? That's a good question. Where art thou? Artifact pieces. Actually don't know where any of them are. So I'm just gonna teleport around a little bit. And if I end up not finding one in the next 5 minutes, then you know. Ooh, Eremites. I need to beat you up. Hello. Come this way.
ご助力を。
許さない。
風の行く先を。
やるか。
Oh. You went ahead and died too fast. There's 5 pull worth? I had about a 5. I had a pull already, so I should be getting 5 pulls total. 5 pulls total. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. That's okay. We're just gonna Story is a weird looking weapon, not gonna lie. True. Very true and real. Okay. Not yet. Not yet. I won't complain about that constellation though. I still need to max ascend her. I need to farm these stupid lotuses. And also, I guess I need more electro things. And also, okay, we get it. We get it. C2? When you are in combat and the Ginny heals characters it is connected to, it will fire a Ginny toop. Oh, okay, I know what that is. More reactions.
これほど美しい。
So no Claymore yet. No Dehya Claymore yet. That's okay. That's all right. See, if I got her Claymore, I'd get about 30 more crit rate, so I could actually probably swap off of a crit rate hat. Yeah, I could swap off of the crit rate hat, and I could get a crit damage hat with some crit rate, and that would be a pretty big DPS increase. All right. Oh, sleepy. I'm a sleepy. We're gonna start regularly wrapping up here. Thanks to everybody who's been watching and hanging out with me and chatting with me. I appreciate it. I had a fun time tonight. I enjoyed it very muchly. And I'm gonna go eat some carrot cake because I feel like it. And yeah, you can catch me in the Discord or something. I'm planning on getting X Lua. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Thank you. But yeah, I will be catching you guys soon. I think next stream will be Monster Hunter, which will probably be tomorrow. Probably. But yeah, it's good stuff. I appreciate you all. And until next time, stay healthy. Stay hydrated. Peace. Bye-bye.